This is Sean with Gate City Foundation Drainage. We are back on this job here where I did a drainage assessment. The homeowner purchased the house, so he closed, I think it was last week, and it's been raining out here, so we're out here and we're gonna get going on the work that I recommended for him. So let's take a look at what we're doing today. Today we're gonna try to get our drainage pipes in. So remember this issue right here and the wetness right here. I guess the sellers had installed this pipe right here to try to get this fixed. And this comes around and it comes out over here at this catch basin. Now they're trying to use this catch basin as like an emitter. So it's already filling right up with debris. So instead of doing that, we're just going to daylight the pipe out here somewhere with some riprap and probably a paver underneath it.
Something that we can't figure out how to deal with.
We are on the gutter guy schedule, so we're going to get new gutters on this. So that'll be real helpful for this area because there's nothing right now. So that's what we're working on today. And then we'll be back over here to do some finish grading and adding some dirt in the front once things dry out. The sellers were on the right track here for getting this water away from that side door area. And so they had this pipe system installed, but the problem was they used corrugated pipe, and that stuff is really bad for collecting debris, and then they just like dead-ended it into that catch basin. So there was no way for the debris to get out of that system, and so it wasn't going to last very long. So we're over here at this point digging it up, and we're going to replace it with some PVC pipe, and we're going to have the PVC pipe daylight at the end, and so any debris that gets into the pipe will easily flow out of the pipe and it won't get stuck in there like with this corrugated stuff they had.
Here we go, the power of nature. Look at that.
So that root just grew right through that old brick that was buried. Nice. Fun stuff.
Indeed. What we find on the job.
That stuff sure cuts easy, doesn't it?
It sure does. It don't take hardly any force to do so. It also doesn't take any sort of issue to fill it up.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Look at that. That thing's already got a bunch of debris in it.
It's a mess. There you go. An easy install that lasts you about a year or two, and then you either got to do it again or call us.
I think Jeremy's saying keep using corrugated pipe, everybody.
Keep me employed. There you go. There you go. And
Nice.
indeed. There you go. All sorts of nasty stuff at the bottom.
Yep. That wasn't long before that got filled up with debris. That's gonna work.
All right, Sean, if you want to go ahead and, there you go, push. That's it. Give me a little bit more push, just make sure. Yep, that's it.
All right, let's let that set up for a bit.
Okay.
All right, let's see if we can get our sanitary tee up in there. What we're doing here is called stubbing out a pipe, and that's where we install a pipe, and then the gutter guy is going to come by later and put his gutter in since there's no gutter here. And so we try to position it where the old downspout was, try to get it straight, try to make it look good, so then he can just drop his new gutter downspout right into our stub out. Okay, we got these two pipes in. We got this one stubbed out for a future gutter when the gutter guys get here. And we're coming across here and we're just daylighting it right here. This water is already flowing out toward the yard. There's not really a great place to take it to here. So what do we do in that situation where you don't have a really good place to take it? Get it away from the house. So as long as it's away from the house, we're in pretty good shape. And you all know from watching my channel that pine needles are not good for covering up drainage problems, but they are good for covering up drainage solutions. So that looks a lot better now. I just moved some of those pine needles over there. Tried to blend in with that corner right there. So that's looking pretty good. We're at the back of the garage here in that back corner of gutter. I think I want to bring it out here because once we get out here in the yard, it's way far away from the house and it's sloping away from the house. I had originally told him that we could just bring it forward here. Let's take a quick look. Bring it from right there across and bring it out here. The problem is, this is really kind of going right there. So I just don't like the idea of adding more water in the front over here. And I hadn't even walked to the back to take a look at it, but that looks like a way better run back there. So that's what we're gonna do. So to make this sweep, I've got a long sweep 90, and I think I can just go ahead and curve it and then do an angle up into there. But look at this sock right here. So I don't know what's going on here. Looks like they've had some problems here, and you can see just how much it slopes right down in there. So we're gonna get this water off to that area. Just try to help me angle it in.
Morning, guy.
Hey, how's it going?
Long time no see.
I know, right? Congratulations on your new purchase.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. And thank you for being so patient.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, I got some good news for you.
What's that?
Your cashier's check's in the trunk.
Ah, that is good news.
Yeah, I just came from the bank and got it.
Speaking of this one back here, remember I was a little bit worried about taking it that way?
Right.
We took a look back here. This is a way better run.
I saw you from the back.
It
I
comes
came from the back way and saw you going that way.
Okay, yeah, it takes it out way past the house instead of going toward the house.
Now is this
Alright, that ought to hold it.
Okay. So we're happy with that?
Yep.
All right. Redo. Reglue.
it's on.
Yep.
It's got to come in the car.
Alright. Sure.
Okay.
Slid right in there.
Yep. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. All right. And I'm assuming you're good with the whole, just taking it down?
Yep.
All right.
Alright, we are back grading here. So what we do is we just kind of hold our pipe in place, and then wherever it got smushed, hopefully you can see that, that's our high point. So now we know we can just scrape that little area right there.
Yeah, it is barely breaking. Just need to take off a little bit more.
Okay. Okay. Over on this side, we just got this pipe pretty much laying on the surface here. We don't have any good place to take this water. So if we had tried to bury this, it would have been coming back up to go to daylight. And so what do we do in that situation? Well, we're gonna get some pine needles, or the homeowner's gonna get some pine needles or some more mulch in here just to cover this above ground pipe. And so the key is we're now taking all this water that was going out toward the house and going out here. We're just taking it a little bit further out, away from everything. So once we get out to this point, again, if I had a drainage basin or something right down there, I would be taking it all the way. But in this case, we don't have a good place to take it, so we're just kicking it away from the house. And again, if you tried to bury that pipe, you would lose all your fall and the thing wouldn't work as well. So given a choice between burying the pipe and screwing up the fall, or just covering it up with mulch, we're going to cover it up with mulch so that it flows really well. All right, we're finished with the drainage part. So we've got our piping over here. We've got our outfall right there. So that should stay working. It's not going to hold any water. It's not going to get buried or forgotten about. The gutter guys were on their schedule. So we still need to get a gutter on this piece right here. Get a downspout kicking out. This one they can drop right into. And then here, instead of trying to go under the fence and lose all of our fall, we stayed above ground here. And so I've got this just bungee corded on here. I've got some Panduit straps I want to use for this, but I forgot them. So the homeowner was real happy with that. And the thing is, the gutter, we have plenty of room right here for the gutter guys to come across here and right into our pipe. So we'll be back out here when the gutter guys get back out here.
Way to plan.
We are back out here on this job where we installed some gutters and some drainage pipes. And what we're working on today is we're going to get the additional soil added in here along the foundation. So take a look at what we got going on here. This is just sloping into the foundation just enough. And so the homeowner put out all this really nice mulch. So that's going to work out perfectly for us, because all we're going to do here is pull the mulch back, put our soil down, and then push the mulch back on top of it. So when we're finished, it'll look like we weren't even here. Let me show you how we're going to get the dirt from the truck to the front of the house there. Take it up.
Take up?
Yeah, but you got to push the red button.
Yeah.
We're going to be bringing the grade up above this vent well. So, boom. That's all you need right there. We're gonna add some grade along this side as well, just to get this sloping away. If you remember my assessment video, I made a comment about this area being really low and possibly having problems. And now that he's been living here for a while, he has noticed some standing water. So there's not a lot of room to come up right here, so we're gonna try to add a little bit of dirt and put this gravel back and see if it does anything to help us out. All right, this is not a super perfect solution here, but there's just nowhere to take the water to. So if this doesn't push it out just a little bit further, we can try cutting this down and doing some major stuff here, but we're going back up to the street. So you're just kind of moving the water around. We're just trying to get it a little bit further away from the foundation.
Thank you guys so much for that. Thank you. I was getting ready to get my race. I appreciate that.
Whenever we're working on a property, I try to keep the disturbance to a minimum. So I did all my spinning right there. Instead of going down here and spinning and coming back, I just backed up. That makes it a lot easier to fix things and make it look good. I'm back out here at this place. It's been a couple months at least, and we've got a light rain going on right now, and I wanted to check in on everything and see how it was going. And so what we did here is we just built it up a little bit just to encourage the water to shed away, and that's exactly what that's doing right there. I just talked to the homeowner on the phone, and he said everything is going really well over here. So you can see we have some water over here, but check it out, same thing. Building this all up is encouraging that water to stay away from the foundation. Same thing there. We have just a little bit of roof there. It's not raining super hard, I just missed it. And same thing here, we don't really have a great place to take the water to. And so the whole idea was just to kick it out a little bit further away from the foundation. I guess I'll go around here. So check out this one that we put in. So that's flowing well, and like we wanted to, it's just kicking the water over here somewhere where it's not hurting anything. And then remember, we took this water off the driveway and stuck it back here. So same kind of thing, just kicking it out of here a little bit further. And I still need to get over here and replace these bungee cords. I've got some Panduit straps that'll work really well for that. And this didn't really help a whole lot over here, but this is a real tough situation. So if you remember in my assessment video, I really strongly encouraged him to think about this issue here, because there's not a good place to take the water to. So overall, this customer is very, very happy. This has been a really nice project. Good purchase for him too. So we helped him to make a decision in purchasing the house. This was a really good project, and one that started out as a drainage assessment for a real estate deal. So the potential homeowner had me go out there and do an assessment as part of following up with an inspection that found moisture. And he decided to buy the house and went ahead with the work I suggested, the gutters, the drainage work, and the grading. And I've talked to him several times since we completed the work, and everything's been really, really good over there. And so as far as him going into the deal and buying the house, knowing exactly what kind of work it needed and what it was going to cost to get the drainage stuff good to go was really, really helpful for him. And so that worked out really well. That one area, the low point by the side door, that's still holding some water right there, and I was concerned about that when I did my assessment originally. And so we did add some grade there. It didn't really help a whole lot, but the homeowner knew about it, so he's not too worried about it. He did ask me about doing a concrete driveway, but that side door is pretty much the low area there. The driveway slopes up to the garage and then up to the street. And so I told him if we do concrete there with the driveway, it's going to make that like 1,000 times worse. And so he's good with leaving the driveway gravel, and everything's good with that. So as far as assessment videos, I have gotten a few of the jobs that I've already made assessment videos for, so keep an eye out for those videos coming up at some point. And if you'd like to support the channel, check out the links in the description below. And with that, thanks for watching. If you have found any value in my content on my channel, you can support the channel, and you know what to do here. You can also check out the links in the description and become a patron, or you can buy me a coffee. Thanks again for watching.